Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Boruto episode 239. So, it has actually been a little bit since I watched this. I've recorded ahead quite a bit in order to take a little bit of time off, and then the day that I was actually supposed to record this episode, when I came back, I missed it as well because my schedule's all messed up, and I ended up taking a nap that I was so exhausted I slept way later than I wanted to, and I only had time to film my airing show, and I was still ahead on this one. So I think it's been like 2 weeks since I've recorded. So, but I do remember what happened last episode. We were in the middle of this arc with the Finado tribe, kind of going after the village, hidden in the mist, right? Either way, I always get confused by some of the different village names that are like between like the Land of Waves, Village Hidden in the Mist, and yeah, because it used to be Blood Mist Village, so I'm pretty sure I'm right on that. But yeah, they're kind of attacking, retaliating after their leader was captured, and they managed to free him and everything. But we had this one guy, what's it called? Like kill the captain that was sailing the ship for them. So that sucks. That poor guy. Like I mean, he was he was drinking a lot, but he seemed like a good dude. He was helping out even though he didn't have to. And we had this guy who was able to like take over bodies and stuff, and but he ended up suiciding himself into the engine. So I don't know if the ship just doesn't work now. And I remember Kawaki doing very good with his, knowing that the witness testimony wasn't accurate to the layout of the ship, being like, oh yeah, I saw him when I was going to the bathroom, but he was like, oh well, the bathroom and these different directions are in different spots, so there's no way you would have seen him. And it worked out pretty good. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing more and what happens next. So let's just jump into the episode and watch. We're gonna start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Doesn't seem like they're moving. Yep. All right. Is it hot? Oh shit. It's gonna be very hot out to be on the ocean and it be hot. Usually on the ocean you have like cool, a little bit cooler air. Oh my god, Boruto! What are you doing, buddy? What is going on? How does this happen? Is this a genjutsu? Webbed fingers? What the hell? What? What the hell was that? Why does this guy look... He looks just like... Yeah. Huh. Well, shit. He has the same, like, complexion and hair color as the Funado tribe guys, right? Isan... Was it Isan? No, that's not right. Isari. As Isari and Arami, right? Is this like a... The question is this guy part of the tribe and bad as well, or is he gonna be like another family member of them, like a brother or something that isn't in line with what his family believes and is a good guy for us? Could be really interesting. What was with that dream, though? Like, thinking he found the ocean, but didn't. Possibly being saved, webbed fingers. Possibly, at least Boruto seems to imply it was this guy. What does it mean? The boy from the Isle of Shipbuilders. Yeah. Boruto talking nonsense. I feel like it's definitely going to mean something in the long run, right? Yeah, I'm sure that's all it was. By the way, if you guys, I might be drinking a lot because I think I let myself get a little dehydrated earlier today. I was getting a little dizzy. Just trying to figure out why. And realized I didn't drink much water today. Like, at all. Alright, a shipbuilder. Any relation to the shipbuilder back in Naruto's days? Ikada. No reaction from Ikada. I mean, maybe it could be no relation. Maybe that it's just... You know, I just realized they're shipbuilders, right? They're not bridge builders. I got confused by builder part and land of water and just correlated the two together. Like an idiot. I was like, they were looking at the ship, and I thought to myself, do bridge builders know how to fix a ship? And then I was like, wait, no, they said shipbuilder. Alright. It's, yeah, pulling a pretty big boat. I was sitting here thinking in my own head, like, you know, boats are floating on water, so they're not too hard to pull, but could a boat that small... I guess, like, there are towboats that are like small like that. All right. Boruto, still on that. At least he acknowledges that he said weird things. Well, shit. Simply fix it. Give me money. They're strong boys. We saw them carrying heavy shit. Makes sense for the captain of Team 7 to be a part of the communications. How long is his motion sickness fixed for? Was that a permanent thing that Buntan did? I guess we will probably find out eventually, right? The Funato. They've got a pretty crazy... Jesus! Pretty crazy island. I guess his hair color is a little lighter, but his eyes are just like theirs. There's no way there's there's like not a coincidence there. So much food. I could use some food. Probably eat some Cheez-Its after this. Sunk. Why? That's a weird question to ask. They're allies, right? Well, I have a feeling you're gonna regret that decision. Underestimating people. All right. One foul swoop, eh? Yeah, look at just like plating just slapped on it. Make it good as new. Just need to make it drive, right? And not sink. Alright, learning experiences. Does that crane not lift it up? Did they have to do that? Why am I questioning how they do their job? Maybe his hair is pretty much the same color as theirs. I thought it was lighter, but maybe not. Saying that as they walk by, yeah. Just rambling about passing thoughts, I suppose. Is it this lady again? Hmm. The fact that they haven't shown her makes me think be less suspicious. There was a girl a few episodes back in like a couple episodes we saw where she had like a face mask and they kept showing her in a few shots. I thought there was something significant there. And I thought maybe that's who was on the phone too. But maybe I'm wrong. I thought it was gonna cut to see her talking, but we never did, so now I feel like my suspicions are less suspicion-y. Hmm. Has he been told to keep an eye? I wonder. You know, I would test the waters. Oh. Uh-oh. Well, shit. To the factory! Well, if only we had some shinobi that could potentially go too. Alright. To the factory. Oh, look at that adorable little boat. He made it himself. Nice. Jeez. Boruto's face. Well, setting up the idea that it could break down on them or something. Maybe. Who knows? Or would it be too much to have another boat break down on us? Then they have to get that fixed, and they have to go to a different factory to fix it? Just kidding. Just an endless loop of going to factories to fix boats. Aha! The differences in family opinion. Assuming he is part of their family, but we had Arami saying it's just a tool, or we have him saying here, it's not just a tool. Nice little wraparound. Alright, and that's probably going to be the end. Good ending point, I feel like. It is! I knew it was coming soon. Alright. Interesting. Good episode. I liked it. It's like not what I expected when we had like the Funado attacking and breaking the leader out of prison and everything. Like the funny thing is I feel like they've actually done a pretty good job, I feel like, leading the story in like a natural way. Like sometimes I feel like I'm like, how do they get to this point? You know, it feels like it's just an ass pull kind of thing where it's like, oh yes, we need you here, and it puts them in these situations. But it made sense with them knowing that, you know, basically this attack happened, a lot of the islands were being taken over. They know that one of their fellow Leaf Village teams were on one of the islands. They go to help them. Makes perfect sense, right? And then we see all these little breadcrumbs that lead them to the situation they're in now. The last episode, the guy suiciding into the edge and breaking it, the shipbuilders finding them, bringing them to their island, getting the ship fixed, a part missing, you know, and go retrieve the part. It's like, okay, hold on. That is it, guys, for episode 239. So, it honestly reminds me of, like, video games in a way. Like, I relate a lot of things to video games because that's what I spend a lot of my time doing when I'm not recording and working and stuff like that. So, like, whenever I'm playing a game, sometimes I'll be like, oh, in order to finish this quest or this objective, I need to do this thing, and then but then to do this thing I need to do this thing, you know. Like, I've played a lot of like modded Minecraft where I'm like, oh well, my main goal is to make this recipe, but in order to make this recipe I need these other items that I don't have yet, so then I need to make those items, but to make those items I need these other items, right? And you go to, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, to, like, you go down this rabbit hole of, like, of things, and it kind of reminds me of that, of, like, well, the overall goal is to stop this, you know, battle with the Funado and everything, and save the Land of Water and all that. But we have all these little detours in between that make perfect sense of how we got to them, so it's pretty cool. I like it. But what was that bit in the beginning with Boruto? It was like there was like something so weird about it, and I mean, it's definitely gonna come back, right? Like, there's no way whatever it is doesn't come back. It was just very strange. We had, like, he was very hot, and then he, like, passed out for a second or something and ended up just wobbling overboard, which in a way I kind of understand that in the way I feel right now, because I think I said it in this video, or maybe it was my last one, but I woke up from my nap today, like, very dizzy, but I think it's because I didn't drink a lot of water today, so, but, so, like, I kind of understand, like, the wobbly and almost, like, falling feeling, you know, and Boruto fell into the water, for some reason couldn't swim when he was in the water, why I don't know. He, like, reached down for his leg for a moment. So I wonder if that's gonna come back. Like, I don't know how deep to look into this. And then he was saved by, you know, at least the silhouette did kind of look like him, but Boruto seemed pretty convinced. But he had, like, webbed hands and stuff, so I don't know. I mean, obviously, we're not meant to know yet. I imagine, like, I can't imagine they're gonna give us that scene and then they're gonna be like, ah, yes, in the end, it was just Boruto being too hot and passing out, right? And having a fever dream kind of thing. Like, there's no way. But either way, I don't know. We'll have to wait and find out more. So, but luckily these shipbuilders found them while they were stranded in a broken ship, thank God. And we have this Ikada kid who is a apprentice shipbuilder working for this boss Kajiki, I believe his name was. But I mean, clearly with the way he looks, I mean, there's no way it's a coincidence that they have the same kind of eyes, the same color hair, and the same skin complexion. There's definitely a relation there. And then they had, like, that clear shot of them, like, talking about the Funado as he walked by them and everything. Like, Now the question is, does he know that he is the kid of, like, I'm assuming he's like another son of Arami. Does he know that, or is he unaware? Like, could Arami just have slept around and had a kid that even Arami doesn't know about, and you know, Ikada doesn't know about Arami either? Do we find out that like later or something? I don't know. Very interesting to know, because so far, I mean, I guess from a viewer standpoint, we know that he looks similar, but maybe that's a minor form of discrimination kind of thing. But Boruto saw Isari and didn't, you know, he didn't even think twice when he saw Ikada and think like, oh wow, you look just like this guy, you know? Same with Kagura knowing what Arami looks like, wasn't like, hey, your eyes and hair look very similar. So like, I don't know. Either I'm wrong and there is no connection and there really is just like a island of people that Arami came from that look like that kind of thing, and he's just another one. But I feel like the fact that the only people in the show we've seen so far that look like that are Ikada and Arami and his kid, like some of his kids. Now, not all of Arami's kids look like that either, but I guess maybe like maybe Tenma just looks more like the mother than the father kind of thing. But yeah, interesting stuff. I'm looking forward to learning more about that storyline, because I mean, it's gotta be something, right? I'm gonna be so disappointed if we get to the end of this arc and they just never address like Ikada potentially being a like a Funato's son kind of thing. But anyway, we learned that the fortress sunk. That was interesting to learn, because we know they spun the gun around and it caused all kinds of like collapsing stuff, but that's only like the top portion. Like, I mean, obviously stuff fell, but I guess there was enough damage that it actually sunk the ship. So I didn't realize that it was enough damage to sink the ship. I got the vibe that it was at least very messed up and the gun wasn't going to work for a while until they like fixed it or something. But no, the whole fortress is just gone. That's insane. So, but Arami definitely has an interesting personality. One of those kind of reminds me of like a, I don't know, more of like a barbaric kind of way of thinking, of just like, oh yes, as long as we have ourselves and our muscles, we are fine. You know, those are just tools. Who cares? You know, kind of thing. Like, he obviously didn't say exactly that, but that was kind of like the vibe I got with him being like, oh, it doesn't matter that we lost this. He's very laid back, I should say, too. So, and he didn't actively like chastise or get mad and yell at his son for, you know, failing at protecting this fortress either. So it's definitely has me interested. Like, I'm a little more interested in them as antagonists in this story now, because I feel like that cliche bad guy, like, he would have like whooped his son's ass and been like, you're useless kind of thing, and made us like dislike him. But no, they kind of made me like him in the way that he's just like, oh well, you know, we lost the ship. So I'm pretty intrigued. But they definitely did if they didn't fall for that cliche, they fell for the other cliche of, you know, oh, it's just a couple least shinobi, nothing that we need to worry about. It's like, well, you say that now, I think you're going to be worrying in the future here. But yeah. Other than that, it was just a very kind of chill episode, meeting some new characters and, you know, some mysteries being set up with whatever's happening with Boruto. Like, so I wonder, I definitely just look forward to seeing how all this comes around. So, but yeah, I think that's it. I mean, the only thing I have to say is, I wonder if there is some kind of order from Naruto or someone to keep an eye on Kawaki. Like, or I guess it could even be from Sarada too, to Mitsuki, because Mitsuki was like walking in the same direction, and we had that scene, and there wasn't like any kind of follow up. It was just Mitsuki being like, "I just happen to be walking in the same direction. Do you have a problem?" You know, and he's like, "Whatever." I think I started saying something, and then I never finished it in that moment, but if that ever happened to me, if someone was following me and I had suspicions that they were following me and they told me I'm just going in this direction, I'd be like, okay, you do that. And I'd turn and walk the opposite way that they're going and just see what happens, right? Because if he's tasked to follow you, he's going to have to turn around and follow you at some point. But if he just keeps going, then maybe he was just going in that same direction. So I guess maybe we'll get more developments in the future that of like Kawaki being kind of monitored a little bit still, because he's still so, you know, new to the Leaf, new to being a Genin and everything. It might make sense that they're trying to keep an eye on him. So, but I'm interested to, because that scene felt so out of place. We just kind of like cut to them. They had that quick conversation and then they cut away. It's like, I felt like that was there for a reason, where we're going to learn something in the future about, you know, Kawaki needing to be monitored or something like that. So anyways, that's going to be it for me, I think, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want to see 2 episodes ahead through the early access tier. You can do so on there right now. Link in the description, or it should be popping up on the screen. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you in my future reactions. Bye-bye.